I'm not convinced that Deontay Wilder really wants this fight with Anthony Joshua. At least not in the UK. And there's little hints of that. You know, um, how about the recent, comment, slick comment suggesting that Anthony Joshua might be juicing, which I wouldn't be so surprised. I mean, he does have a body of a guy that could be on some shit, um, just like Deontay Wilder. And personally, I don't even think Deontay Wilder is really being tested. That's my opinion. I just don't think he's being tested. And I think guys like Wilder and Joshua, not just them, they probably got connections. Not probably, they more likely have the kind of connections that can maneuver a drug test in their favor, right? Let's just put it that way. But there's a pattern that Deontay Wilder is trying to follow, right? All you got to know is look who his manager is, right? Al Heyman. So there is this. Um, there is a blueprint that is out there in past big fights that have been, these PED allegations have been used in order to maneuver certain things about the fight in their favor, right? So I'm not 100% sure whether or not Deontay Wilder really wants this fight versus AJ, and that he really wants it in the UK, right? We all know who's the A side on when it comes to this type of fight, right? It's Anthony Joshua. Should be, right? What does Anthony Joshua get a fight? I don't know, about 10 million maybe, right? And what did Wilder make for his last fight? 1.5 million is probably his biggest payday. Not 100% sure. We've seen him turn down bigger offers. So, when it comes to Wilder, there's nothing that convinces me about him. Right? I'm not convinced about anything that has to do with Wilder. And his fanboys attacking Anthony Joshua are a reflection of who he is. They buy into this shit. You can't even when you break it down boxing wise and you say how is it that or what is it that Deontay Wilder did that would make you feel he would beat Anthony Joshua, they can't really tell you. They just say he'll knock him out with his right hand, right? I was listening to this audio clip that Sean Newton was playing on one of his recent videos, right? So there was this one guy who called into this show. I believe was it 78 Sports? Might have been him, right? And I think the guy asked a pretty good question. How? How is it that he's going to land that windmill shot on Anthony Joshua, who seems to use his jab well, in my opinion, right? I think that jab alone could smack Wilder and cause him to be off balance throughout the whole fight till he knocks him out. Shit, if you don't believe that, I mean, what did Gerald Washington do? And Gerald Washington is nowhere near Anthony Joshua. So it's something to pay attention to, something that I will, wouldn't be surprised. That's what I should say. I would not be surprised if, the theme becomes Anthony Joshua is on steroids. That's why he wants to fight in the UK. Don't be surprised if it happens. Do not be surprised. Will it work if that happens? I doubt it. I think Anthony Joshua is well connected. I'll just leave it at that. He's a very well connected man, and the road leads to Anthony Joshua in the UK. That's my opinion. And Wilder can't win under those circumstances. That is my video. Peace.